Hello my dear students, in this lecture we are going to see 5 theoretical questions on gas turbine cycle. Now, very first question is asked in GATE 2006 for 2 marks. Now, this question is based on all the cycles. It is not for particularly gas turbine, but here it is for IC engine cycles as well as steam turbine cycle as well as gas turbine cycle and as well as other cycles such as Carnot cycle. Now, the question is group 1 shows different heat addition processes. Now, here in group 1, all are heat addition processes, right? We can say in group 1 it is a heat supply. Now group 2, here likewise group 2 shows different heat removal processes, means in group 2 it is a heat rejection processes. And then group 3 lists power cycles, means here there are power cycles. Likewise Rankine cycle is a steam turbine cycle, Otto cycle is a IC engine cycle used for petrol engine, Carnot cycle is a ideal cycle which is practically impossible, right? Now diesel cycle is a compression ignition cycle, and here the fuel, it is also called IC engine cycle where fuel is used diesel. And Brayton cycle is a gas cycle, right? Brayton cycle is a gas cycle. Now, or gas turbine cycle, or also called Joule cycle. Now here in case of these cycles, what is the heat supply and heat rejection, that we have to see, right? No need to see options also, my dear students. Now here very first that is Rankine. In case of Rankine cycle, let us do the calculation here. Rankine cycle, now heat supply and heat rejected, my dear students. For Rankine cycle, both heat supply and heat rejected are at constant pressure, right? That we have seen in steam turbine cycle. Now second is Otto cycle. My dear students, in case of Otto cycle, both heat supply is at constant volume and heat rejection is at constant volume. That already we have seen in Otto cycle, that is petrol engine cycle, or also called spark ignition cycle, SI engine cycle. Then third is Carnot cycle. My dear students, in case of Carnot cycle, both heat supply is at constant temperature and heat rejection is at constant temperature. That we have seen in second law of thermodynamics as well as at the start of IC engine topic chapter, right? Now fourth, see here I am not going to draw any cycle, just I am recalling these things. You have seen all the videos, this is my assumption, right? Now here fourth cycle is diesel cycle. Now diesel cycle is nothing but, diesel cycle is also called compression ignition engine, that is CI engine, and the working fluid is diesel. And my dear students, in case of diesel cycle, heat is added at constant pressure and heat is rejected at constant volume. And the last cycle, 5 number, is Brayton cycle. Here Brayton cycle is nothing but gas turbine cycle, or also called Joule cycle. Here it is like Rankine cycle only, but in case of Rankine cycle, steam is used. In case of Otto cycle, petrol is used. In case of Carnot cycle, air is used. In case of diesel cycle, air is used, air plus diesel. And in case of Brayton cycle, air is used. But it is similar to Rankine cycle, that is heat is added at constant pressure and heat is rejected at constant pressure. These are the various heat addition and heat rejection processes. Now from the option, let us discuss here. Therefore constant pressure heat supply, constant pressure heat rejection is for Rankine as well as Brayton. Therefore here for P we can say, for P and ES we can say 1 also, for P ES we can say 5 also, right? Both are true. Again after that, constant volume heat supply, constant volume heat rejection is for Otto cycle. Therefore for here Q and T we can say 2, right? Then constant temperature means heat supply at constant temperature, heat rejection at constant temperature is for Carnot cycle. Therefore for R U we can say 3, for R and U we can say 3. Again for diesel cycle, heat is added at constant pressure but heat is rejected at constant volume. Therefore we can say P, that is heat addition at constant pressure, T heat rejection at constant volume, and it is for diesel cycle PT4. Now look at the option number A, PS5, here there is a PS5, RU3, here there is a RU3, PS1, here there is a PS1, and QT2, here there is a QT2, right? Therefore we can say here option A is correct choice. Therefore for this question option is the answer. Now after this 2006 question, let us see the GATE 1989 question. This is for 2 mark. Let me minimize this, let me delete this question, right? So that here I am going to erase this everything solution. Let us solve the second question. Here second question we are going to see from GATE 1989. 1989. Let us zoom this question. Now here the question is, in a gas turbine, power plant, means it is a Brayton cycle. Gas turbine means Brayton cycle. My dear students, it is a Brayton cycle, right? In a gas turbine power plant, intercooler are used to cool the. Now intercooling is done for in the compressor, right? Here they are asking about intercooler, and we have seen methods for the improvement of efficiency of gas turbine. In this third method we have seen in intercooling, and in case of intercooling, the compressed air is cooled and then again it is compressed in second compressor, right? And because of this, work of compression is decreasing. Let us see this intercooling process. See this intercooling process. Now in case of gas turbine, right, here on TS diagram, on temperature versus entropy diagram, without intercooling the cycle is 1 to 2, reversible adiabatic compression, 2 to 3, is constant pressure heat supply, right? 3 to 4 reversible adiabatic expansion, and 4 to 1 constant pressure heat rejection, right? And 1 to 2 is reversible adiabatic compression. This is without intercooling. And my dear students, in case of intercooling, what we are doing, compression in 2 stages. Now 1 to 2 dash we are compressing first in first compressor. Here 1 to 2 dash we are compressing in first compressor. After this compression we are removing heat, that is we are going to 2 double dash, let us say 2 double dash. Now from this 2 double dash again we are compressing in another compressor. We are going to the 2 triple dash, and then we are going to the 3. Right? Means without intercooling the cycle is 1 2 3 4 is Brayton cycle. We can say Brayton without intercooling. And 1 2 dash, 2 double dash, 2 triple dash, 3 4 is with intercooling. And intercooling is from 2 dash to 2 double dash, right? Here there is a compression in 2 stages. Therefore here in gas turbine power plant, intercooler are used to cool the, here 1 to 2 dash, this is compressor exit for first compressor. 1 to 2 dash is first compressor, 2 double dash to 2 triple dash is second compressor. Therefore this compressed air is cooled. See, temperature is decreasing at constant pressure. Therefore here we can say, here compressed air, to cool the compressed air, in this fill in the blank, compressed air is right choice, in order to decrease the expansion work or compression work. Now see my dear students, here in both cases 3 to 4 is turbine. In both cases 3 to 4 is turbine. That means turbine work is work of expansion, which is same. Turbine work is expansion work, which is same in both cases. And compression work, previously in first case, that is in Brayton cycle without intercooling, work of compression is mcp T2 minus T1. But with intercooling the compression is in 2 stages. Therefore work of compression is mcp from T2 dash to T1, there is one compressor, plus EMCP from 2 triple dash to 2 double dash, there is one compressor. Therefore T2 triple dash minus T2 double dash, this is the work of compression. Now my dear students, here can you say that the area enclosed by the cycle is nothing but net work. And here without intercooling and after intercooling, see, after intercooling this blue shaded area is increased than without intercooling. Without intercooling area is 1 2 3 4, and with intercooling area is 1 2 dash, 2 double dash, 2 triple dash, 3 4, means area is increased because of intercooling, and this area enclosed by the cycle is net work. Therefore we can say here this W net is increased because of the intercooling, right? And W net is nothing but, my dear students, here W net is nothing but work of turbine minus work of compression. Net work output is nothing but work of turbine minus work of compression. This we have seen. Now here this work of turbine is same. In both cases, without intercooling as well as with intercooling. but here work of W net is increasing by the shaded area. Therefore, work of compression must decrease. Therefore, here in this option, in gas turbine power plant, intercooler are used to cool the compressed air in order to decrease the compression work. Decrease the compression work. This question was asked in GATE 1989 for 2 marks. This question is older than me. Now let us jump for third question. Here I am erasing the previous question so that we will get third question. Right. Now let us solve the third question. Third question is from GATE 1993. Now here third question is, let us take the third question. Here again this third question is on gas turbine cycle. Here question is a gas turbine cycle with heat exchange and reheating. Here there is a heat exchange and reheating. Right, there is a reheating. Now here heat exchange means regeneration. Heat exchange means regeneration, and reheating means expansion in two stages. Right, here there is a expansion in two stages. Now my dear students, we have seen because of regeneration efficiency always increases, and because of reheat net work output increases. That already we have seen in theory lectures. If you want to understand, let us understand this. Right, here reheat and regeneration, my dear students, because of now here regeneration I am not going to explain. Here because of regeneration efficiency always increases. Watch my previous lectures. I have made 1 hour lecture on this. Right, methods for improvement of thermal efficiency of gas turbine. And because of reheat means expansion in two stages. If I draw temperature versus entropy diagram, very first process is 1 to 2, that is reversible adiabatic compression. 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat supply. 3 to 4 is high pressure turbine expansion. Again after 4 heat is again supplied at constant pressure, right, up to 5. Then 5 to 6 is low pressure turbine expansion, and 5 to 6 is heat rejection in at constant pressure to the atmosphere. Now my dear students, without this reheat, this 3 to 4 dash will be the turbine expansion. Without a reheat, here without reheat cycle will be 1 2 3 4 dash. This is without reheat. And reheat is supplied is between 4 to 5. From 4 to 5 again heat is supplied by intermediate reheater, and because of this, see, area of cycle is increased by this shaded area. Right, means because of reheat area of cycle is increasing, means net work is increasing because area enclosed by the cycle is net work. And as well as because of this, if I do on this cycle, if I do regeneration is nothing but heat recovery process. Heat recovery means the exhaust temperature of gas, that is T6, exhaust temperature from the turbine, that is T6, is used to heat the compressed gases, that is T6 is taken in contact with T2, and so that this heat is recovered, that is called heat exchange or regeneration. Because of this regeneration efficiency increases. Therefore we can say because of here regeneration efficiency increases, because of reheat work increases. Therefore look at the options, both thermal efficiency and specific power output. Power is nothing but work, power output, right, improves both thermal efficiency and power output. Therefore for this question option C is correct choice. Now let us solve the next question. Here I am erasing this question so that we will get sufficient space for the solution of next question. Now next question is from GATE 1994 for 1 mark. Now let us take this question. The next question, here the question is a gas turbine cycle. Here gas turbine cycle is given, my dear students. The cycle given is gas turbine cycle, right, that is Brayton cycle. A gas turbine cycle with infinitely large number of stages during compression and expansion leads to. Now infinite large number of stages during compression and expansion. Now here infinite, we can say infinite large stages of isentropic process becomes isothermal process. Means my dear students, because of this infinitely large number of stages of compression and expansion, whatever may be the reversible adiabatic compression and expansion processes, these processes becomes isothermal in case of Brayton cycle. Now this cycle leads to now let us check here, right? Whenever there is infinite number of large stages for expansion and compression, then the process is called constant temperature process. Now gas turbine cycle, on temperature versus entropy diagram, on temperature, let us draw PV diagram, no problem. Draw any cycle. Let us draw pressure versus volume diagram. On pressure versus volume diagram, the Brayton cycle is very first is reversible adiabatic compression. First is reversible adiabatic compression, P raised to gamma is equal to constant. 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat supply, constant pressure heat supply. 3 to 4 is reversible adiabatic expansion, and 4 to 1, 4 to 1 is constant pressure heat rejection. This is called Brayton cycle. This is called Brayton cycle, right? And my dear students, the Ericsson cycle, here the Ericsson cycle is nothing but, in case of Ericsson cycle, here the processes are, here 1 to 2 is isothermal compression. PV diagram on pressure versus volume diagram. If I see Ericsson cycle, 1 to 2 is isothermal compression, 1 to 2 constant temperature compression. 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat supply, constant pressure heat supply. 3 to 4 is isothermal expansion, and 4 to 1 is constant pressure heat rejection. So my dear students, whenever infinitely large number of stages are during compression and expansion, then the this reversible adiabatic becomes isothermal process. Therefore, whenever this is the case, this Brayton cycle leads to Ericsson cycle. Brayton cycle leads to Ericsson cycle. Therefore, for this question, answer C is correct choice. Now, my dear students, here they have mentioned that gas turbine cycle, but what they will do, they will replace this question by single name. They will keep same options, but they will replace here, instead of gas turbine, they will write here, in case of instead of gas turbine, they will write here for Otto cycle. For Otto cycle, they will write here for Otto cycle. Now, my dear students, in case of Otto cycle, if I draw pressure versus volume diagram, the various processes are, very first process is reversible adiabatic compression. 1 to 2 is reversible adiabatic compression, right? 2 to 3 is constant volume heat supply. 2 to 3 is constant volume heat supply. 3 to 4 is reversible adiabatic expansion, and 4 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection, right? This is Otto cycle. And my dear students, if I draw Stirling cycle, pressure versus volume diagram for Stirling cycle, now 1 to 2 is constant temperature compression, 1 to 2 is constant temperature compression. 2 to 3 is constant volume heat supply, 2 to 3 is constant volume heat supply. 3 to 4, 3 to 4 will be constant temperature expansion, and 4 to 1 again constant volume heat rejection. This is Stirling cycle. So with here we can say, with large number of stages during compression and expansion, this reversible adiabatic process is replaced by constant temperature process, then this Otto cycle leads to Stirling cycle. If in question they mention you Otto cycle, then Otto cycle leads to Stirling cycle. But in question they have mentioned you gas turbine cycle, so gas turbine cycle leads to Stirling cycle, Ericsson cycle, sorry. Gas turbine cycle leads to Ericsson cycle for infinite large number of stages during compression and expansion, and Otto cycle leads to Stirling cycle. One more question is remaining after this question, right? Now here the question is the compression ratio of gas power plant cycle. Here gas power plant is nothing but gas turbine. That means it is a Brayton cycle. It is a Brayton cycle. Now the compression ratio of gas power plant cycle corresponding to maximum work output for a given temperature limits T minimum and T maximum will be. Now we have seen one topic, we have taken two lectures on optimum work for the gas turbine, that is introduction to optimum work and optimum work calculation, that is derivation of optimum work formula. Now at optimum work, or optimum work means maximum work output, that is optimum work. The pressure ratio is nothing but optimum pressure ratio, RP optimum, and the compression ratio, RK, is nothing but optimum compression ratio. Here from the given options we can think that this is not compression ratio. Here they are asking what is the optimum pressure ratio. By mistake, this is a printing mistake, so here I will erase this. they are asking what is the optimum pressure ratio, my dear students. They are asking pressure ratio, RP, right? RP optimum corresponding to maximum work output, and we have derived the formula for this RP optimum. RP optimum is nothing but under root of RP maximum, which is also called critical pressure ratio, RP critical. This is also called critical pressure ratio, where ideal regeneration cycle and Brayton cycle efficiency becomes same, that already we have seen in theory lectures, is equal to, the formula for this is maximum temperature divided by minimum temperature to the power gamma divided by 2 into bracket gamma minus 1. This formula we have derived in theory lectures. You can go back and watch my theory lectures, right? So look at the options. RP optimum, which is nothing but under root of RP maximum, is nothing but RP critical also, where the work will be maximum. And at this pressure ratio, the temperature at the end of compressor is equal to temperature at the end of turbine, T2 is equal to T4, and these temperatures T2 is equal to T4 is equal to under root of minimum temperature T1 into maximum temperature T3, right? Means it is a geometric mean of minimum and maximum temperature, that is under root of T1 into T3, right? And the formula is T max divided by T minimum raised to gamma divided by 2 gamma minus 1. Now therefore option A is correct choice for this question. Option A is correct choice, my dear students. Now corresponding to this RP optimum, we have derived many things in our theory calculations, right? Corresponding to this optimum work is nothing but maximum work from the gas turbine, that is optimum work from the gas turbine. Corresponding to this maximum work, RP optimum, which is also called RP critical, is nothing but maximum temperature in the cycle divided by minimum temperature in the cycle to the power gamma divided by 2 into gamma minus 1. Again, at RP optimum, compressor exit temperature T2 is equal to turbine exit temperature T4 is equal to under root of minimum temperature in the cycle into maximum temperature in the cycle, which is nothing but minimum temperature in the cycle is T1 and maximum is T3, right? Again, at this RP optimum, this W optimum, which is nothing but maximum work output, is equal to MCP in bracket under root T3, that is maximum temperature, minus under root minimum temperature T1 square. This formula also we have derived. And efficiency optimum, at optimum pressure ratio, efficiency optimum will be equal to 1 minus under root of minimum temperature in the cycle divided by maximum temperature in the cycle. Minimum temperature is T1, maximum is T4. These all calculations we have done, and each and every calculation is very much important for competitive exam point of view. Now after this solution of this question, for this question the option A is correct choice. For this question option A is correct choice. Now by solving this question, let us jump on the last question in the today's lecture. Now here the last question is here, very simple question. Last question, straightforward. You can tell me this answer, because many times we have used this formula. The question was asked in GATE 2014 for 1 mark in set 2. The question is the thermal efficiency of air standard Brayton cycle. Here they are asking what is the efficiency of air standard Brayton cycle in terms of pressure ratio and gamma, right? Now my dear students, we have derived formula for efficiency of Brayton cycle in terms of pressure ratio and gamma, 1 minus 1 upon Rp raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma. This is the formula that we have derived. Therefore look at the options. Now here can we say option D is correct choice? Therefore for this question option D is your answer. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will start new chapter.